All right, Gus, thank you so much for doing this interview with us.
Pleasure.
As I mentioned before, this is just going to be used for our newsletter. It's more of a conversation. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Feel free to answer as honestly as possible, you know. So with that in mind, tell me a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in construction and whatnot?
So my name's Ghassan Eloss and I work for Coatro Build. So we're a new company. We are doing multi-residential buildings. We do commercial, so a bit of both. And yeah, currently I've been in the industry for about 5 years, 5 to 6 years.
Excellent, excellent. I obviously noticed that in your signature you're the project engineer. So what drove you to engineering? What is that a passion of yours?
Yeah, so definitely. So yeah, I do enjoy being on site, working with the subcontractors on a day-to-day basis, ensuring that the project documentation's good enough for my team and for the contractors to use outside.
Yep. To
both minimise cost variations and everything else. It's about coordinating design correctly, making sure that everyone has the correct documentation. That's not going to affect anything on the project. So no, it's a strong passion of mine, and yeah, I started off as a cadet, site engineer, and then went to project engineer.
That sounds excellent. Yeah. No, that's really good. So obviously I know that you're working in the Balrul project at the moment. And I know from previous conversations that we've had in the past, you've mentioned the use of other quality systems.
Yep.
Could you elaborate what they were?
Yeah, definitely used multiple ITPs, builders, and the smart forms.
Yep.
And I found that Commnia does
yep.
Simplify it more than any other program I've found.
Okay.
And it's quite effective in building forms quickly, effectively, and allowing us to have all the tools we need to build the forms how we can envision it in our minds. So the tools are there. It's just about bringing the training forward to the guys on site so they can take it to another level. I think that's quite important. So no, it's going really well. It's going really, really well, and we enjoy using it. We do.
Well, that's good. That's great feedback. Yeah. We've certainly enjoyed providing training for you guys over the last couple of months, having you in our offices and sort of talking through the certain aspects that you were having maybe difficulties with or didn't know what to use and how to use it. So we've definitely enjoyed showing you all the tools that Commnia can provide in to manage the projects that you're currently managing. How was quality handled in Kuatro previously before Commnia?
So previously we'd actually use forms, so PDF forms that we'd print out. So whoever was completing the ITP on site would print out a form. It was company standard. We'd have it across 5-6 different jobs, a similar form, and we edit it based on the project documentation of that specific job. So the foreman would go out, site manager would go out and tick the boxes on the form and say done, complete, and then the subcontractors would sign on that form and whatnot. So that's how we go about that. Now with the smart forms, we don't have to do that. We've got an iPad, we walk outside, whether it's a site engineer, foreman or site manager, it's quite easy. He clicks on the form, he's able to go and complete it as per project documentation specific to our job. So it's really effective, and we're starting to use it pretty much every single day, which is awesome. Quality has now become 10 times better than it ever has, and we're able to track the quality with the smart forms. What's not complete, what has been complete. It's not a box we just tick at the end of when it's finished. I'd like to do it progressively, and it allows people to do that.
Yeah.
So I think it's going quite well.
Definitely. So maintaining the registry of submissions, of forms, the way you can handle different types of questions and items within a form. Like having them being multimedia, like you can add videos and images. So it provides clearer instruction, right?
That's right. And with adding images and videos, we've actually gone into our smartphones and put, for example, like a screenshot of the specification. So it shows like 40mm cover, for example. And whoever's filling in that form can go ahead and just see a photo. It says 40mm cover right there, straight from the drawing. So they're able to, okay, that's 40mm. The site engineer is able to check, okay, it's got 40mm cover, it's got 50mm cover, whatever it may be.
Yep.
So no, it's been really effective with the videos and images.
Okay, so Gus, in terms of objectives and goals, what are some of the short-term objectives and goals that you believe Commnia is helping with? and how do you envision Commnia helping the project and Kuatro in the long term?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think it's important for both Kuatro and Commnia to work hand in hand together to make this what it is and what's obviously become today. So it's important that obviously you guys get feedback from us on site, knowing how we're using it and what we can do to make it better. Because, you know, ideas come across as time progresses. We get ideas, our team gets ideas, and I think that we've been, you know, Commnia and Kuatro have worked hand in hand with this. And, you know, the ITPs, the shop drawing registers we're using and everything else, I think it's very effective. Easier to track everything now. Plus with the new getting notified, you know, when something's due or when something's coming up, I think that's been a key in helping us out on site. So.
No, excellent. That's good to hear. So as we progressively over time collaborate with each other, you know, us getting feedback from you, us responding to that feedback and implementing new solutions, you envision like a relationship between Kuatro and Commnia. Definitely, and we already have a great relationship with Commnia, and I think it's going to get even better as the time progresses. And, you know, new people arriving, you know, you get, you know, these young guys that come up differently now. It's all technology based. Everything's paperless, and we've gone that way with Commnia, and Commnia's gone that way with that whole thing. So I think that it's great. It helps teach the young people how to get, you know, paperless, how to go paperless, how to avoid printing out a million drawings and marking them up. You can do that all on Commnia. That's how it should be, just all on one program where you can avoid going printing documentation and all that. So no, it's been really, really good in the sense of that. So Gus, at the rapid rate that Commnia iterates on versions and features, what features stand out to you as the most beneficial? Currently, we have the way site managers and forms interact with each other, QR locations, and offline mode in the app for site manager. So did you want to elaborate on any of those?
Definitely. I think one of my favorite tools is the QR code. So now what we're doing is we're building a retirement village, right? So it consists of 78 villas. So each of those villas, what we've been doing with the QR is we've been getting a package made. So we'd put the specific drawings of each villa or each room in a building, and we'd get that code and put it on the door. So any subcontractor walks past, scans that QR code, and all their documents are shown right there. So we don't have to sit there and get a million subbies come in to the builder's office and, hey, can we get a drawing for 78? You know, hydraulic. Can we get a electrical drawing for 78? It's going to be there. You walk up to the door, you scan the barcode, the drawings come up, and the best part about it is we're going to have revisions come and go, right? You're going to have updated drawings. What happens is, as soon as the drawing's updated, if someone scans that QR code, it's going to show them the most relevant documentation, which has been a great help in the project at Barrel. I think that's one of my favourite features for sure.
Definitely. We've definitely enjoyed developing the QR locations over the time.
And another thing is also the offline mode. I think the offline mode's great in the sense of, you know, sometimes because we're working regional in Barrel, you get a sloppy connection here and there, so we're cut out of internet. So what's been great is that the guys are able to go out there, complete the forms, and it's still catching all that information. It's not deleting all that information for them. They don't need internet to complete a smart form, which has been great. So I really, really like that feature. It's helped the team tremendously.
That's good to hear.
Yeah,
that's definitely what we want. Help our clients like yourselves to simplify the process and just make it more accessible.
No, definitely. So, it's been really, really good.
In terms of implementation, what are the challenges you've faced with site staff and overall of implementing Commnia and its features?
I don't think it's been challenging at all. I think it's quite simple. Like, we've had 2 new people come on board, 2 young cadets, and within a week they were using the document register. They knew how to accept drawings. They knew where to go to send an email. It's quite simple. The setup of it is very simple. So it's not really challenging to teach people to use it. Even the ITP builder, for example, if anything's going to be challenging, it'd be making an ITP. But it's quite simple. It's quite simple to make. You go in there, all the tools are listed on your left side. You're able to go section or item. I think that it's not challenging at all.
That's good. it's great to hear that you haven't had any issues implementing Commnia with your employees, with the new starters. In terms of subcontractors, how's that going in terms of allowing them to use Commnia and forms and whatnot, submissions and templates?
Getting them to use smart forms has definitely been challenging. Getting them to use any program, to be honest, can be challenging.
Yep.
But with everything, we have been trying to get them in the habit of using the forms, and maybe not just yet creating them themselves, but what they are doing is we do have a section in there that any subcontractor who is collaborated into that form can go ahead and access that form, fill in his sections. For example, the plumber, he's able to go into the ITP. We've got a QR code set up on the door, for example. He walks into Villa 78. He scanned that code. Now his ITP's popped up. The ITP has popped up.
Yep.
You've got electrical, hydraulic, all the service guys in that ITP. The plumber's able to go onto just his section, tick a couple boxes off, but then he's able to also upload. For example, if he's got a PDF ITP, he goes, no, I don't want to make a smart form. I've got a PDF version. That's what I do. That's fine. He's able to go into that ITP and attach it into our ITP. So it has been quite effective in that sense, where we're not chasing people to upload this and where to upload it. They know exactly where to go. If they're working in that villa, the foreman's able to scan it, put in the tick couple boxes, and then he uploads his ITP in seconds. So it's great. It's been really, really good. But with everything, it takes time, a bit of training, a bit of implementation, and it'll be good. We'll be able to get him in the habit of it. Yeah.
It's interesting that you mentioned training. In regards to us, Commnia, what do you think about our support and our training?
I think that Commnia helps in a sense where you've got a number up there, easily contact someone that can support you within seconds, doesn't matter where you are in the country, and you're able to get answers like that. So look, with training and implementing things and getting people to do things the way that each building company wants it done, you're able to do that. You're able to receive the support you need to do that as well. So quite easy to access. Someone will pick up your call within a couple of seconds. So it's awesome. It's been awesome.
How would you rate our service, and what is it that you most like about us?
I'll give you a perfect example of that. Is today I've come in just to do an interview with yourself, Mario, and before we got a chance to sit down, Gina just jumps in and just goes, look, I've got all these great, crazy things that we've just implemented, and she just sat down with me for the past 2 hours, and we were going through the new features and how to use these features. It doesn't matter whether I'm coming to the office or whether we call the contact service, there's always help there. I always feel like there's support. If there is an issue, whatever it may be, the response is there. I can easily call up Commnia, I can call Gina, come in, sit down with you guys, and we always come out with solutions. We always come out with ideas, and I think that it's been great.
So Gus, in regards to results, benefits and data, what can you say has been achieved by Kuatro utilizing Commnia?
So Commnia has definitely helped manage data and information quite well, and the great thing about it is it's all on one program. So just having one program to use, not sitting there having to shift data to SharePoint or OneDrive, we're able to use everything on Commnia, which is the smart forms, managing ITPs, seeing if things have been closed out, whether they're open, and what we need to chase up. And definitely with the forms as well is ensuring that we're managing quality and there's no loss of data. For example, everything's backed up, nothing gets deleted, nothing gets lost. There's no piece of paper that we've just filled out and now we've lost it, we don't know what's happened with it. It's all managed on one system. So I think that it's been great in a number of ways, definitely.
Excellent. Gus, that concludes the interview. So thank you so much for your time and your insights into how Commnia benefits Kuatro. And I'm sure we'll keep helping each other as we go.
Sounds good. And look, great work with you guys. We look forward to the future between Kuatro and Commnia always, and new ideas and developing this to be something that it's going to be used across all the construction industry to help every single builder out. So I appreciate your time as well, and I appreciate Commnia. Thank you very much. Thank you.